In today's ever-evolving world, there are things that constantly change, but some things remain the same. Here's the truth. A man should be able to handle himself, no matter the circumstances, and there are essential skills every man must master, regardless of the era. Some people will view this video and immediately think toxic masculinity. And while that's an understandable reaction, the reality is we're facing a crisis of weak men. Men who've been conditioned to believe that men and women are exactly the same. In this video, we'll explore 6 skills that every man needs to master in life. Number 1, knowing how to fight. It doesn't matter if you're a businessman, a doctor, or a comedian. If you don't know how to fight, you're lacking a core part of masculinity. While getting into fights or brawls should always be avoided, that doesn't mean you should ignore basic fighting skills. Let's consider a situation that could happen to anyone. Imagine you're walking down the street with your wife and a random guy slaps her on the backside. How would you handle it? You can't just rely on calling the police because you're not going to stand idly by waiting for them to show up. Sure, you could choose to ignore the situation, but you'd lose both your woman's respect and your own self-respect. No one should feel free to lay a hand on the people you care about without consequences. You'd be surprised at how many modern men would simply walk away and later rationalize their inaction. One of your duties as a man is to protect the people you care about. Ignoring such a situation means sacrificing your honor and relinquishing your role as a protector. Here's the important thing. Don't ever start a fight if you can avoid it. But sometimes, there may be no other option but to defend yourself. If that moment comes, you'd better be able to deliver a knockout blow as quickly as possible. Open your opponent up with a few fakes, and when they drop their guard, land a solid punch to the chin. Lights out. However, if you don't know what you're doing, you'll likely hurt yourself more than your opponent. So don't fool yourself. Actually, learn how to fight. Number 2, the ability to diffuse conflict. This skill directly ties into knowing how to fight. No matter how strong or skilled you are at fighting, you should always aim for diplomacy and calm persuasion to de-escalate a situation. Being able to diffuse tempers or break up a fight makes you a leader. It's like how all the male gorillas stop fooling around when the alpha male steps in. The alpha keeps them in line, not by fighting, but by commanding respect through who he is. The ability to diffuse conflict is only truly mastered by those who can also be dangerous. This is why knowing how to fight and knowing how to de-escalate are skills that go hand in hand. Number 3, have a strong presence. Have you ever noticed that some men have a commanding presence? The kind of presence where they walk into a room and instantly command respect, even without uttering a word? What if I told you that it's not some magical gift these men have, but rather a skill that can be learned? This presence is the result of many small habits and traits. You need to be a strong man. Have a firm handshake, look people in the eye when you talk to them, and walk with your chest out. When you make eye contact with another man, give him a nod and acknowledge his presence. The truth is, charisma is a learned behavior. It's a skill you can develop, much like learning to walk or expanding your vocabulary when studying a new language. Now, some guys fake these traits, and it never works. We can all spot a faker. The guy who squeezes hands too hard or stares people down to intimidate them. Don't be that guy. The best way to learn this skill is by surrounding yourself with real men. Observe what they do and learn from them, whether it's your father, a mentor, or men from a fighting club. Fighters in particular are often the most respectful and composed men, yet they command respect effortlessly. Number 4, deep critical thinking. The ability to think deeply across a range of topics will make you not only a better conversationalist, but also improve the quality of your life by enabling you to make better decisions. The first step to critical thinking is considering multiple viewpoints. As I often say on this channel, don't believe everything you're told, but also don't believe everything you think you know. It's easier said than done. But critical thinking means leaving your biases at the door and embracing new information. Just because you've always done something one way doesn't mean it's the right way. Question your assumptions and be open to other perspectives. You might just learn something new. Number 5, being good with money. One of the biggest failures of our education system is the lack of financial education. Most guys go through life with no idea how to handle money, make smart financial decisions, or set themselves up for financial freedom. We're taught that you need a job and a salary, and that's about it. But if you shift your mindset, you can start making better financial choices. A popular book that has helped many people rethink their approach to money is Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Learn about money as early as possible. It's a crucial life skill. Number 6. Learning to manage stress. Your ability to handle stress is directly tied to your success. A man who panics under pressure will never outperform a man who remains calm and rational. Stress is part of everyone's life, and as a man, your responsibilities will only increase over time, which can lead to even more stress. Many stressful situations stem from procrastination. If you're constantly rushing or feeling like you're always playing catch-up, you're probably procrastinating. Take control by writing down what you need to do and setting deadlines. Just the act of writing your tasks out can help reduce stress. Prioritize the most urgent tasks, focus on one at a time, and soon you'll be tackling things proactively rather than reacting to them in a panic. Both men and women should strive to be strong, but while women are often excused for faltering under pressure, men aren't. Men bear the burden of performance. You must learn to deal with the pressure without complaint. This channel is here to help you become strong in every area of life. And by the way, if you want to level up, don't forget to show some love by hitting the like and subscribe button. Until next time,